I'm your host with most welcome 23. You're joining me for Courtesan of Rome, Chapter 20, 8 years ago in Gaul. Your father whispers to you where you lie hidden behind a boulder watching the first spear scout the terrain. He looks like he's alone. We can't know that. Come out if you're in here. We should lay a trap. He's unprotected now. How often will we get this chance? He is a Roman commander, father, not a hare. We cannot simply scare him up and run him to the ground. See how far his men are. He signals for you to go to the left while he scouts to the right. Told Caesar there's no one left. Creep silently, belly to the ground as you move out of sight, checking for soldiers. Make a wide circle, meeting your father at the bottom of a small ridge. Cut him off. Your father signals for you to move into the first spear's line of escape. He's going to attack. Don't! You roll your eyes and pull your knife as your father suddenly explodes from below, sword out and ready to take the first spear's throat. Ah! Ah! The Roman whips his spear around just in time to block your father's sword, and stumbles backwards away from the attack. Goes! Glorious! I'm under attack! No one will hear you. The first spear finds its footing, leaping off the ridge to retreat across the creek. He's only a step away from you. Who? Slow him down. Staying well clear of his wickedly pointed spear, you back up into a rubble, trying to hold him in place long enough for your father to pursue. The Roman uses a spear to lever away the branches blocking his path, hurling them back in your direction. Should have never come here. But even as your father hurls down the ridge, you hear voices coming from the south. They heard him! Your father chops down hard with the sword, using it like an axe to crack the spear in two, leaving the Roman holding only the haft. Leave our lands, invader. We have to get out of here. To me, men! You see a flash of legionnaire armor through the trees and yank your father's arm hard, pulling him after you into the forest. We have to stop doing this, father. We can't just attack our enemies when we see them. Next time we need a plan. Yeah, but it's your father, so, 20 Liberators. Cassius takes both your hands in his in excitement. Tonight, midnight at the Temple of Nemesis. Brutus has wavered once before. Can we trust him? Brutus could have been Caesar's top lieutenant. He could have been where Anthony is, but he chose Pompeii, and now he sides with us. Aaron, this is our chance. Finally, we will make the Republic what it should be again. Cassie smiles and draws you across the forum, closer to the marketplace. I was thinking we might wish to spend a little time in the market today. The market? Don't you have servants who usually handle that sort of thing for you? I need make a special purchase for tonight. One I thought you might want some say in. A gift for me? Of a sword. Ooh, very mysterious. Cassius leans in to whisper in your ear. Caesar is proven to party for poison, so there must be blood. But we cannot sneak swords into the Senate, and I do not own a dagger. Ah, truly the best gift any man has offered me. Will you join me in picking the blade that will end his life? Spend time alone with Cassius in this exclusive scene and help him select a blade for the assassination of Caesar. Nah, I'm good though. Let Cassius shop alone. Forgive me, Cassius, but I believe it's best if I take my leave. After my pardon yesterday, I'm too visible. It will be harder for you to purchase what you must without drawing attention. True. I will see your choice on the day it draws first blood. Join us tonight after darkness falls. That night, you meet with Cassius and Brutus in the Temple of Nemesis. The luck of the gods is truly with Caesar for him to actually have survived the Anoctonum. We can leave nothing to chance this time. We cannot stop until we see his heart no longer beats. We are talking about murder. I never thought it to be part of something like this. Not murder, vengeance. For all those Caesar has wronged, the Catanui, Pompeii, Rome. Brutus takes a breath and nods. This is why it must be public. It must happen in the Senate, in full view of all. We must get every senator who would resist Caesar's tyranny to join us. Cassius's eyes flash with a power and passion you have rarely seen. There must be no doubt that all of Rome has come together to wrong a right. It cannot seem for a moment that we are seeking our own power. How will it happen? Cassius pulls aside the fold of his toga to show you the new dagger concealed there. Every man who will join us will bring a dagger concealed in his toga. We all will come together to show that Rome will not bow to tyranny. Know many senators who would act against Caesar if they didn't fear reprisal. What else must we arrange? See, his personal guard, I kind of want to go with 2, but then I don't trust it because his personal guards, look at Cinerex, they're so die-hard. Okay, so... Create a distraction, maybe? We must consider the possibility that something could go wrong. If Caesar has all of his legions to call for backup, we are far more likely to die, either during or in the aftermath. What sort of distraction were you thinking? It has to be something big. Another riot or an attack outside the city. Smile at them both. What do the senators of Rome fear more than anything? What? Another Spartacus. True. And I happen to know many gladiators and ex-gladiators who might easily be convinced to stage an uprising. Caesar will regret sending you to the arena instead of killing you outright. But he won't regret it long. What else must we reckon with? Sure, Anthony doesn't intervene. That may be the most difficult part. Anthony's only power stems from Caesar. He'll be loyal to the death. Leave Anthony to me. They cannot be in the Senate on the day it happens. Too many would rally to him if he stepped up to defend Caesar. You lay your palms flat on the coal-stained stone of the altar. Nemesis as my witness. Anthony will not come between us and Caesar. Cassius takes a deep breath and nods. Good. Then there is, anything more we need to put in place? Oh, so pretty much we can just select all. Okay. Recruit any secret plan. Alright. The senators you know, Brutus, can they be trusted? Brutus looks dubious, glancing around the drafty stone temple to check for spies. Some. More than they feel they are backing the winning side. It would be easier to go with from 10 on our side to 20 than from 2 to 10. We must all use all of our influence we have to convince as many as possible to join us. Most of those who fought with Pompey have chafed at bowing to his killer. I'll start with them. and some who were willing to put up with Anthony's corruption have less tolerance for Caesar's aggrandizement. I'll reach out to those I trust. And I have patrons I must persuade to our cause. Cassius gives a tight smile. No doubt your powers of persuasion are greater than Brutus's or mine. What else? Wanted Caesar's personal guards to turn away? Caesar's guards are notoriously loyal. They won't turn on him. We'll have to plan on fighting them as well. While they're in armor and we have nothing but daggers and tortugas. Brutus's brow creases with concern. Besides, is it not their tyranny we protest? We must use precision to remove only the threat to the Republic, and not harm civil or innocents. And how? My brother is one of Caesar's personal guards. Aaron, no! He has seemed loyal so far, but I cannot think that he would hurt me. If nothing else, I'm certain he would hear me out. Find a way to ensure he's not on Caesar's side when the day arrives. What else must we arrange? If we can manage all that, I think we can do it. We must remember, we are not assassins, we are liberators who will finally set Rome free. The Liberators, yes. When will it happen? Do you have a day yet that Caesar will die? When everything else is in place, then we'll decide the day. The next day, you meet up with your mother and father outside of Rome. Abu rides on your shoulder, but leaps off when he sees your mother's shiny headdress. He tries to snatch it. Oh! Abu, put that back! Abu pushes his lips and grumbles, but let's go of your mother's raiments. Give him my love, he was once helped Aaron set me free. I owe you my husband, Abu. Perhaps I can get you a headdress of your own. Quickly explain the Liberator's plan. Gladiator rebellion? I'm sure they don't discuss it in the front of their fighters, but Spartacus's rebellion shook Rome to its core. Your mother turns to your father, eyes meeting with a long familiarity. There are far more slaves than citizens in the Republic. Those who hold the whip have always feared being turned on them. Which is why a gladiator revolt would be a perfect distraction. Your father nods, his enthusiasm growing. I can't say I made many friends in the barracks, but I certainly know most everyone. Many are captives from Caesar's wars and bear him no love. Then you'll do it? Of course. Father. It will be a poetic use of your time in the arena. If it helps bring about Caesar's death, then it is worth every moment of pain and humiliation. Be careful, my love. You think I would let anything take me away from you again? Your mother stands on tiptoe to kiss your father gently on the lips before she turns back to you. The faith of Isis is spread within Rome. Many of the priesthood are drawn to a goddess who cares for them, and not only for glory. I will call on them to aid me in a ritual to sap Caesar of his strength, make it harder for him to resist your attack. I don't know about these gods. Well, no. Ugh, I feel like this is a bad choice. Pray for strength for me. You have the strength of the goddess in you already, Aaron. A little more never hurts. You are ever in my prayers, daughter. Never doubt that. You all stop talking as a guard of Caesar soldiers marches past. Reporting from the northern Italia, your father leads you toward the road. I'll go back to the barracks at nightfall, see who's there so willing to help with our distraction. You hug each of your parents, holding on for as long as you can, still marveling at having them both here and alive. I'm proud of you, Aaron. You will make sure the Catnui are not forgotten. The Great Mother truly blesses us with you. I wish she had given your brother some portion of your strength. I only hope Cinerax will not try to stand between us and our victory. The afternoon light is growing lower, and the cool breeze starts to blow. Your parents' hands find each other, clasped tight. I'll leave a boo with you, Father. When the uprising is drawn off the soldiers we need, send him to me, and I'll know it's safe to proceed. You open your arms, and he creeps down from your shoulder to cuddle like a baby in them. You have a very important role to play, Boo. When Father says Aaron, you sniff me out wherever I am, alright? I should return to the city before it gets dark. I'll send word as soon as we've set our day. Now playing as Victus. At night you sneak back into the arena under cover of darkness. I miss Flavius. Not really. These 30 gladiators. You're talking about a full-on revolt? Only the sham of one. It doesn't have to last. You're free now. Why are you even back here? Much less trying to cause this kind of trouble. Yeah, because I want revenge on Flavius? Did we kill Flavius? Oh my god, I forget. I thought we did. Oh, no, that's right, we had an option to. And I didn't. Yeah, sorry. That makes option 2 kind of more tempting. I'm gonna go with it as a distraction. The mice blinks at you incredulously, then walks into the hall to check for anyone listening. You're serious? Nevermore. You're a lunatic, you know that? You should be locked up before you can hurt yourself. Too late for that. And you should be locked up before you can hurt me. Reach down with the point of your gladius, drawing plans in the dirty straw of the barracks floor. Do it right. It shouldn't be any more dangerous than a day in the ring. We just need to be noisy and noticeable enough that Ludi called for help. Draw the rough shape of the arena, showing a path from the streets outside to the underground spring. Once the soldiers arrive, we can retreat along this route. We barely need to fight, just keep them away from the Basilia at the key moment. You are utterly mad. So that's a yes. I don't know, Victus. Who's going to take the fall when it's over and you've disappeared back whenever you're living now? That's why we'll retreat to the Sacred Spring. It's the one place the owner don't know about. Carefully you lay out your plan for escaping after the revolt. Do you think I would ask this of you if I was going to leave you behind? The Maya smiled, clasped your arm, forearm to forearm. Then yes, I suppose I'm just mad enough to join you. Miles, you deserve freedom too. Well, and I guess this is the one more battle we need to survive before we both enjoy our freedom. Thank you. Yeah, it was getting pretty boring down here without you anyway. We should stop the revolt in the middle of a game. Trapdoors will be open, the greatest numbers of fighters will be bearing arms, and the ones who are most likely to rebel won't be chained. As Ethermias lays out the schedule of fights over the next few weeks, you wonder where Aaron and her senators are getting closer to setting the day. Playing as Aaron, Sabina is anxiously sweeping the floor when you arrive at the apothecary. She looks up at you. You enter, her face breaking into a smile. Aaron! I couldn't believe it when Caesar pardoned you. Locusta... And at the sound of her name, you flinch, and Sabina draws up short. Wait. Where is Locusta? I'm sorry, Sabina. She recoils as if struck. I don't understand. Caesar had me drugged before the fight. She tried to give me an antidote and slit her throat for it. Sabina shudders. She looks ready to scream or sob, but instead she just sits down with a sigh. This is an ugly world. You seem less surprised than I would have thought. Should I be? Lately it seems Caesar claims lies on a daily basis. Of course someone as kind as Locusta couldn't last long. Of course they would. Her voice cracks. She shakes her head bitterly, whipping at her eyes as she whispers a single word. Bastards. Locusta will not go unavenged. And I suppose if you die trying to avenge her, I'll say the same for you. That won't happen. This ends with me killing Caesar. I wonder if that's what Caesar thinks too. Every time he takes a life, this one finally puts an end to it. But what if it just never ends? Just a little longer, Sabina. Promise you, this will all end soon. Of course, all you have to do is kill Caesar. She laughs, slightly hysterically. Then her laughter becomes shaking sobs. You wrap your arms around her. We can't beat them, Aaron. We can. You can't still mean to go through with it. You're going to try to kill Caesar again. Of course I am. And what happens if he slips through your fingers again? Who else hurts? What if they come through that door and kill me next? Caesar would kill us either way. You step back, cheeks burning. Don't you see? He thinks himself a god who can take anything he wants to anyone he wants with no consequence. There must be a line in the sand, and when it is crossed, someone must draw the sword. Someone must be the consequence. He arises, taking a step towards you. But why does it have to be you? Because justice doesn't just happen. What would you have me do instead? Come away with me. We're both free women now. There's no reason to stay here. Let Rome eat itself alive and good riddance. Where would we go? Hispania, Egypt, anywhere, it doesn't matter, as long as we're alive and together. Sabina, I want to. You can! But too many innocents will die if Caesar's aggressions go unchecked. That burden isn't on you! It's on every single one of us, whether we choose it or not. Steps closer, taking your hand. The weight of the world doesn't fall on your shoulders just because you can bear it. You aren't responsible for Caesar's crimes. But we are responsible for the next one, if we just stand aside and watch. Would Caesar's death even stop that from happening? Pick the door to the shop, latching against any interruption, and crossed the room to take Sabina's hands in yours. After having this huge conversation, you're just now checking the door. Okay. It's going to work this time. The whole Senate is coming together to put an end to Caesar. Aaron, how? Cassius and Brutus, they've been recruiting everyone who disapproves of Caesar's tyranny. But how many? Do you know them all? Trust them? I trust that a group of powerful men, given motivation and opportunity, will commit murder for the sake of common self-interest. Oh, but Aaron, even if one of them breathes a word of what they're plotting... Sabina, that's a risk we must take. Careful who include. I need you to trust me. Of course I trust you. It's everyone else I don't trust. Sabina takes a shaking breath. When will it happen? Soon. Then come away with me. Sabina, I just said, not forever, just a few days, get away from the city, out of Caesar's reach. There's a lake not far from here. Let's go together, clear your head, and make sure this is really what you want to do. It would be safer to stay out of sight. And, well, it would give us some time together. He looks around the tiny shop. Somewhere a little less claustrophobic and dusty. And maybe I can convince you to join our cause. I can't imagine what use I would be. I've seen your fierceness when you're defending something you care about. I would want you on my side in any battle. Well, come with me, and maybe I'll give you a chance to change my mind. Slip away with a chance to spend time with Sabina and bring her into the conspiracy. I thought it was going to be bout. She go, wow, wow. Stay and prepare. Sorry, Pixelberry, you don't really make love during wars. Just saying. You sigh and shake your head. I can't. There's too much to do. I understand. You chose not to escape the city with Sabina. All work and no play. Yeah, it makes me dull. Bite me. I'll be back soon, when all this is over. You gave Sabina one last hug and then leave the shop. Curse its knees. A few days later, you, Lena, and Sphinx are searching for your room for something to wear to recruit men to the Liberators. Sphinx holds up a dress, considering. This one is nice. No, I need to look like, well, an avenging goddess. Someone men will commit murder for. Should I even ask if you mean that literally? Are you sure you want me to answer? Lena rolls her eyes fondly and gently pushes your hands away from the trunks of clothes. If this is what I think, you'll need to look a lot more ravishing than anything I keep here. She disappears into her own chambers, coming out with arms full of black silk. Oh, curse you, it's gonna be black. As she shakes it out, you see the dress has golden feather shoulders with like a nemesis herself. When I said avenging goddess, I didn't realize you actually went shopping on Mount Olympus. If you wear this, any man would fall at your feet and worship. Would look like a nemesis herself. Try it on. We're the avenging goddess to recruit senators of Rome to join the Liberators and take down Julius Caesar. Oh. Well, I mean, quite pretty, actually. See, back then, you know, when this was, you know, this was hot. You know? I'm just saying, like... I think a dress that may draw too much attention. This is hardly the time to have more eyes on me. True. Change your mind? No, I didn't. Running caution at last, Aaron. Better late than never. What are you talking about? Oh, God, we went so many chapters without you. It was nice. As Anthe walks in, you give her an insincere smile. How much I missed you when I was in the arena. I can't believe you tricked Caesar into pardoning you. If I were in charge of the games, you would have been trampled by elephants, then fed to a lion. Xanthe. So sweet of you to think of me. Aaron was just leaving Xanthe. And these eyes narrow in suspicion. Leaving to do what? I'm gonna go hug Caesar. You don't answer, walking past her into the main room. Anthe grabs your shoulder, not letting you pass. I heard you before. You're still conspiring against Caesar, aren't you? You and Cassius have some stupid plan. The Vex steps between you, lifting Xanthe's hand from your shoulder and making sure she stays at arm's length as you glare each other around them. Don't do this, Xanthe. Xanthe? Maybe I'll sharpen my knives on you. You know what? You've been right all along. I'm a dangerous assassin, and I haven't had anyone to murder in far too long. You take a threatening step towards Xanthi, who backs away towards the door. You wouldn't dare! Oh, so you think I conspire against Caesar, but draw the line at killing you? Who would even miss you? Lena nods to Suffix and steps between you with an icy smile. Xanthi, I'm going to need to ask you to pack some dresses and get ready. You have a new engagement planned for tonight. Ooh, I'm seeing Senator Glassy as soon as the sun goes down. I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. I've received a request from the governor of Sicily, asking for Courtesan to attend him there permanently. Sicily, no! I'm not leaving Rome! That's a week's sail away. You'd better set out as soon as possible. Never. Suffix, I believe there's a ship waiting to depart. If you could escort Xanthi there. It would be my pleasure. No, I'm not going to some backwater province. I'm the greatest courtesan in Rome. Like the greatest WHRE. I'm sure the governor of Sicily will be very impressed. No! With a brisk efficiency, Suffix ushers Xanthi out the door, leaving you alone with Lena. She had potential once, but jealousy is more corrosive than acid. I tried to be kind to her at first. I would have been her friend if... I know. She draws you into her embrace. I cannot take part in whatever you have planned for Caesar, but I will not let Xanthi put your head on the block. Lena, I love you. Lena plants a kiss on each of your cheeks, the perfume length of her braids sweeping your arms. And you, Aaron, whatever happens, I and Rome are better for having known you. Lena takes a bottle of oil, and you recognize the scent of Satyrian. With a gentle finger, she dabs a small amount on your neck and behind each ear. Good luck. Thanks, Mom 2.0. For the next several days, you pay visits to key figures whose support or absence the Liberators will need. Oh, Queen Cleopatra. Really? That has to be a troll. I'm serious. That has to be a troll. Are you serious right now? There's no way, dude. There's no way. Okay, so we have a choice between Senator Cornelius and Lucius. Shit. I really don't feel like Queen Cleopatra. I swear she was put there for troll measures. I know that they have not been getting along, though, her and Caesar, but I don't think she would be like, yeah, let me, yeah, no. Wasn't he questionable? Yeah, let's try him. And Cornelius in the quiet corner of the Pompino, with a deft hand, you pour him wine from an amphora on the table. Thankfully, the gods were merciful, and I survived the arena. Survived? It dares you thrived in the arena. Thank you, Domini. I must admit that I watched your bout with much concern. I'm glad you escaped unharmed. As am I. Now, if only the gods took a director role to help the righteous on the battlefield. Cornelius raises his goblet with a mocking smile. Gods. Sensing your opening in the bitterness, you inch towards him, sitting on the edge of your seat. I was so worried for you when you were campaigning with Pompey. I can only imagine how grueling it was. I survived, that's more than I can say. And how are you now? Cornelius grimaces, draining his goblet in 1 gold. Well as a pardon man can feel. But surely your pardon was blessing you didn't expect. Blessing? More like a scar constantly reminding me of our defeat. Your pardon is a blight on your reputation. What? That can't be. I'm in his good graces again. Yes, but not the people's. And it's their favor you need, not one individual. What loyalty will he show you when he decides to overthrow the Senate? He would never. Of course he will. But he fears the people. He showed you that by pardoning me. How will you earn their respect if you're merely a shadow? It's hard to believe Rome has come to this. One of the Julie of all people, and... Shh, not here. What do you mean? You lower your voice, letting the hair brush against Cornelius' cheek as you whisper in his ear. You are not the only one who resents his power. Ooh. Even Brutus has joined us. Would you be the only one to submit meekly to his treatment? Brutus. Do you doubt that I can win others to the cause? Smile graciously as you refill Cornelius' cup and toast him with your own. Anyone can. It's you. Use your reputation to win over Cornelius. The Temple of Nemesis at midnight. Tell no one. Cornelius nods in agreement, and then you slide from your seat, exiting the Pompina. Oh my god, it is trolling. Really? No, we'll save her for last then. Consider Lucius. You sit in the ringside box with Lucius at the arena. And as he lunged, that's when I swung. Incredible. Truly remarkable. Lucius applauds at your recount. Your own gladiator fight, ignoring the one in the pit below. Forgive my enthusiasm, but I have feared I've forever lost my chance to purchase your services. I was happy to see you survive. As am I, Dominique. I've long awaited for you to make an engagement with me. Indeed, but despite your fight, you look very fine. Very fine. His tired gaze slowly traces your curves, and you carefully conceal your distaste, trying to appeal to his vanity. I wish I could say that you look well too, but you seem overworked and underappreciated. How can you tell, Aaron? I'm a trained courtesan. It's my duty to tell how my patrons feel. Above all, I must make you, or them, feel appreciated, and you are not. Oh, we are both. Now Rome is recently burdened with an unfortunate leader, with low background and questionable moral character. But surely his power is greatly reduced now that a certain individual has returned to Rome. Or less than I hoped. Perhaps this individual is not all you hoped he would be. He would reward my loyalty. I stayed. I didn't join the rest of the traitors with Pompey. Surely he'll reward that. I'm afraid he has already rewarded the others loyal to him. No, that can't be. He hasn't forgotten me. Even the senators who were pardoned have already received reward for their service. Traitors! Rewarded before me? Yes, but I haven't forgotten you, and I know how to take what is owed to you. You cock an eyebrow at him, waiting for him to ask the question. You're quite right, I must take what I'm owed, but how? In the arena below, a man falls in a spray of blood, and the crowd roars as you lean close to whisper to Lucius. The Temple of Nemesis. Midnight. We'll speak more there. Wow, Queen with Cleopatra. Woo, okay. Somehow, Lena has arranged the baths to be empty aside you and Cleopatra. The Queen of Egypt rises to her feet as you enter. You, be grateful we aren't in Egypt, or I would have your head on a spike for what you did. I have been forgiven before Caesar and the gods, your majesty. Though you must forgive me, I had no intention of ruining your bath. You should also be grateful we are in Rome. Were we in Egypt, we would not have the pleasure of such baths. You must be enjoying a final one before you leave, or no you not? You keep your smile contained as the Queen's fist clenched in frustration, just as you intended. Why do you say that? Has someone said I'll be leaving? Did Caesar say something? My apologies, your majesty. I'm only repeating what I hear. You're far too great a woman to be the mistress of even a man like Caesar. Cleopatra looks at you suspiciously, but you can tell her curiosity has dulled her hatred for a moment. She's like a cat. Is that what they call me? I apologize, Your Majesty. I should not repeat such gossip. No, I want to hear what the people are saying. What does Caesar allow them to say of me? They say you'll be more than a pet. A pet! I am the mother of his son, his rightful heir! Forgive me, Your Majesty. I can only tell you what the people say, but Caesar has done nothing to dissuade them. He wants the strength of Egypt behind him. He wants your loyalty. He may even love you, but for a man like that, love means nothing. He would never risk the loss of Egypt. He needs my armies and my grain. Perhaps, but would you truly want that to be what makes you cleave to you? Surely you deserve a man who wants you for your own sake. Her face is red with anger. She stands from the pool, water streaming down her skin. I'll command him to marry me. Your Majesty, do not humiliate yourself further. If you wish Caesar to know what he risks, return to Egypt, and let him crawl back to you. In Egypt, he will be in your power. Let him come to you as a supplement. It is the least you deserve. You stifle a smile as you see your words taking root. Use your wiles to convince Cleopatra to leave. Okay. I am not his toy, and I will not be played with. Cleopatra storms past you to retrieve her personal things and then out of the bathhouse, not saying another word to you as she leaves, you standing at the pool's edge. When you return to the chalet, Civics hands you a letter sealed with an unmarked blot of red wax. This came for you. Except, you tear the letter open, and finally, only 4 words written in a familiar hand. The ideas of March. The date is set for the assassination of Caesar. Complete your vengeance for your tribe. Decide what and who will be your future in the dramatic conclusion of Courtesan of Rome. Oh. So I hope y'all did enjoy. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below. Links to social media, Discord. If you links to support me and my content, you can, chat with us in Discord. Share some things, do some things. It's a lot of fun. Pretty much, if you're not a part of Discord, well, you are being left behind by, pretty much the past and the future. Because it is really cool. I mean, if you don't know what Discord is, you should really check it out just by coming to our server. You can share images, videos. You can know when content goes live, when I stream, the whole 9 yards. There's a lot of stuff. It's a one-stop shop that if you aren't part of the Twitter or Facebook or a lot of these other social medias, Discord, it's a lot of fun. You can sit and voice chat with me as well as many others. Oh, excuse me. And it's just a lot of fun. It really is. So with that being said, I hope you're all having a great Wednesday. Hopefully your weeks aren't going too bad. Hopefully you have a great rest of your week, and I hope to catch you all in the next video. Peace.